of it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Welcome back to episode number 1 million of the Reseller podcast. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing
That's
great.
what's up, man. Hey, yeah, Gibby's girls first up,
First up, like
like
literally
early.
right as it hit 7 o'clock, like the
What's
gong
going
on the
on?
clock struck, and she
That's what I'm
was
talking
she
about.
was chatting away.
Yeah.
We
So
appreciate the
yeah, man.
commitment.
How's life treating you?
Great, man. Great.
That's
Just
what's up.
we were just talking off air about how Zesty unfortunately is sick. I'm trying to get her on the show, guys. Like I would love to have Zesty
You know, it's
on
no pressure. You know what I mean? Let her do it when she wants to do it, and then like it'll be
for
that much
sure.
more special. You know
For
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure. But she
What's up,
just got
Nita J?
strep. So
Yeah.
that's
So
always tough.
hope my buddy
Always
gets
tough.
better.
Yeah.
Zesty Pickles.
Yes. What up, Nita,
I
by the
think
way?
I think of Tommy Pickles every time I hear that.
Heck yeah. Heck
Is that
yeah.
where she got it from?
No, I think she got some sort of like food related item that said zesty on it. And she also really, really, really loves pickles. So do I.
Okay.
So she
I think
just, I
pickles
guess,
can be zesty if you get
yes,
like
they
the
can.
garlic flavored ones.
I don't really mess with the flavored ones. I just like a
Yeah.
good straight up old fashioned pickle. Like I
So
don't.
you don't like the bread and butter sweet pickles?
No, you could throw those in the trash.
Yeah, I
Like
like them either.
you
Garbage.
can. I would say I would like throw them up in the air and hit them with a baseball bat. Like
Yeah,
that's
I don't like them
how
either, man.
strongly I feel about bread and butter pickles.
Yeah.
They are no good. Like if it's a little spicy pickle, sure.
Mhm.
Like I mess
Yeah.
with that. But
I
for
like the
there to
hot
be
pickles
the
too.
sweet flavor in pickling,
Yeah,
no, that's
nah.
a no for me.
And then
That's
like
a no.
that's why I like that they came out with regular dill flavored pickle relish, because like
Yeah,
for the longest there it was like sweet relish was the only option to put on my hot dog, and I was like I ain't
yeah.
with that. Like no,
No,
I'm good.
I'm not
So
either.
yeah,
I'm
definitely
not either.
loving it.
What's up, Mister
What's up,
Thrift?
Kristen? What's going on, man?
Oh yeah, and
Hey,
Kristen.
Zach,
Sorry,
what's going on, bro? Mister
sorry, Chris.
Thrift.
Kristen,
Yeah, it's-
your little icon sometimes I look over it because it's the grayness. The grayness
I got
throws me
her
off.
sticker that she gave us attached to one of my inventory bins.
Nice, nice. I
Yeah,
got
do
I
you
do,
got any
we
stickers?
Zesty and I. Well, we have so many stickers to put up like around somewhere. But yes, we
Yeah.
have a multitude of stickers.
Yeah, you need to give me
Actually,
some next time I
no,
see.
with one of our holographic stickers. Look
Hey,
at that.
that's what's up.
Look at
That's
that
cool.
shiny joint.
Uh,
Yeah, I Zesty did the design on these, and man, she nailed it. She nailed it
Zesty
on
kills it.
these.
She
Yeah.
said I became Zesty Pickles because I used a username generator in 2015. And it's just stuck after I met Nabby. Okay, that's what's up.
I thought it was something
Fun
like
Zesty facts.
yeah, I
So
thought it was
there's
like
no
some
special nostalgia to it like we thought, but
well, she does buy like food related things like cookbooks and other
yeah,
food items that have the word zesty in it. Like
that makes
that's
sense.
sort of the thing. But she
So
does also love pickles though.
that's what
That
she
is
said.
that
I also love pickles. So I remember as a kid, man, I used to go to the corner store and I'd get those little spicy pickles in the bag, like for a
yeah.
dollar. Yeah, I'd smash those things. So fire, dude.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
The pickle in a bag just seems weird, but if you love pickles, you're
Yeah.
gonna
Then you get to drink the juice afterwards.
yeah.
Mm, it hits you right
Okay,
here in the throat, man. It's
okay,
like
okay.
so
I
fire.
I know you're a sober gentleman, so maybe you haven't had this, but have you ever had pickle juice vodka?
Yeah, I didn't really like it too much.
Oh man, I love it. I
It was
love
like
it.
it was too much. It had too much of a twang to it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I understand it. Like, see, I'm not a liquor guy, really. I like some whiskeys, but
Yeah,
aside from that, like, I could care less about most liquor. But man, when I went
yeah.
to Denver, they had a bar that had like a whole wall of just pickle infused vodkas for everything from like
Okay.
sweet pickles to spicy to whatever, and
Maybe it
we
was the brand that I tried. I'm not opposed to trying another one.
yeah yeah.
Gibby's eating pickles. I'm not
Hey
eating a pickle.
hey,
Zach said, "What about pickle juice? They make popsicles of pickle juice." Yeah, I've heard that.
I think I might draw the line there.
I've had
because
that. I've had that before. Pickle juice popsicle. It was just an ice cube, but still, it was fire. It
I
was just
don't.
sucking on frozen ice
Well, it's like
pickle juice.
because like it's like how a popsicle is like so it takes you right back to your childhood for most people.
Yeah,
So like I don't think my brain could process like that the feeling of a popsicle in your mouth and also being like this is a pickle.
the
You know what I'm
taste of a
saying?
pickle. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I don't know. And I got a sweet tooth, so like you know.
Yeah, me too. Zesty says picklebacks. What's a pickleback? Like the end of a pickle?
So typically it's sort of a general term, but it's when you take a shot of whatever liquor of choice and chase it with a pickle juice shot.
Oh, okay. I've never
So
heard
to
of that.
so to sort of like
I'm
the
a
same
noob.
thing with the infused vodka, but it's just two
Right.
separate, you know.
Kristen
So
said,
good in a
yeah,
Bloody
so good in a
Mary.
Bloody Mary. Okay.
Yeah, I could see
I could
that. I
see
could
that.
see that. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Definitely.
not a. It's really weird because I love tomatoes, but I hate tomato juice. It's super weird.
Man,
So
I like tomato juice, man. Honestly, like V8s, fire, dude. I don't know
I don't.
why. I
I'm
guess
I'm
that's the
kind of
old person in me.
I'm kind of not on board, man. Like I don't know. I'm real weird. I don't. But
Yeah.
I will. I got to be in the very right mood, and the Bloody Mary has to be made well, and I will sip on one. You know.
Right, right. That makes sense. Zesty says after a shot of whiskey, I'd use to do pickle juice shots. LOL. Stopping by to say hey. Hope y'all are doing good. Stay safe. Thanks, Mayberry Picker.
Yo,
Appreciate it.
have we seen Mayberry in here before?
I think once before.
Thank you for
I'm
stopping
not really
by.
sure who they are, but that just makes me
But
a bad
hey,
person.
no, I appreciate you taking the time to type those characters into your phone or in
Right.
your computer and say what's
Definitely.
up. So
Kristen said pickle juice popsicles. Had those at the Illinois State Fair. I could pass. Wasn't my fave. It's
man,
not like the first thing I'm gonna run out and buy. That's for sure.
those weirdos in Illinois making pickle popsicles. And yeah, I'm
Right.
talking about you, Zesty.
Uh, Also, howdy everyone. Thanks for always tuning in to my Thrifting Boys podcast. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Thrift boys, gang, gang.
Nope. Zach says Marcus had his V8 today. No, not today. I did have some coffee though. That's for sure.
I mean, are you trying to drink V8s every day?
No, I haven't had a V8 in years.
Hold on. So let's back up real quick. Are V8s actually good for you? Like from a health standpoint?
From a health standpoint, it's better than drinking a soda. I mean, it's not like, the end all be all of health drinks. Like, there's definitely other stuff you could drink because it's got sodium and,
So
anything
I
that
was gonna
comes in a
say,
can is going to
yeah,
be
there's a
like
lot of sodium in there, right?
preservatives and stuff like that.
Well, of
So
course,
it's better to
yeah,
make your own, like, fruit, vegetable smoothie if you're going to, like, do it.
for
But
sure,
V8, I mean, it's better than going out and grabbing a soda.
for sure, for sure. Yeah,
I think there's like a half a serving, maybe it's like a whole serving of vegetables, but
I don't know.
I don't.
Kristen's saying they're good for you. Do we need to
Yeah, I mean
bring
they're
up the
not bad
nutritional
for you.
facts? Let's bring
They're
up the
not bad for
nutritional
you, but they're
facts.
not like the greatest. Like it's not going to be like replacing an actual meal. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I'm not saying that, but I mean, I'm sure you're right. There's probably a ton of sodium in there, some
Yeah.
amount of preservatives to
Yep.
make it last in a can because I'm pretty sure V8s last a pretty long time on the shelf. So
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a decent shelf life.
yeah.
You know,
So I don't know.
They,
It has been years since I've had one. Years.
I think, man, I want to say it's been at least like 4 years since I had one. It's not something that I'm like, gotta go give me a V8. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you get organic V8? I don't think they make organic V8. If they do, it's something I'm not in the know about.
Organic V8. What?
I'm pretty sure it'll be coming out now that you said something about it, though.
Well, wouldn't that just be like, well, if they had organic V8, it would have terrible shelf life, right?
Yeah.
That's the trade-off.
And it would be super expensive.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's the trade-off that a lot of people, I guess, don't maybe think about is, if anything comes in a can and has a long shelf life and it tastes decent, chances are probably still bad for you, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, you got a bunch of V8s in your basement laying around, you're probably in pretty okay shape. You could probably drink one V8 a day and you'd have enough calorie content, and sodium to keep
Yep.
you going, for
Yep.
however long.
So, Zesty said, "Isn't organic V8 just a juiced tomato?" Probably.
I mean, yeah. I wonder if there's
So,
somebody out there that like juices a tomato like they would like an orange. Just like cut
probably.
the tomato in
Yeah.
half and just slam it on the. You know what I'm
Zesty
saying?
says,
Though?
"With zest."
With
Yeah, I guess
zest,
so.
yes, with the
I
pulp.
suppose so.
I want my tomato juice with the pulp.
Yeah, with pulp. Like V8 and Snickers, and you're set.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's a combo, because then
So,
you get the sugar too.
I got on 1-800 accountants today, right?
Oh
To
yeah,
give me an
let's.
accountant, because like Zach, the guy that's in the chat here, Mr. Thrift, he works
Okay,
in an accounting firm. I tried to get his accounting firm to like take me on as a client. It's not
okay,
happening. But
okay,
nowhere in my town is taking on new clients. And
okay.
the current CPA that I'm using ghosted me, dude. Like, she hasn't answered my calls or nothing.
Yeah.
And I
So
haven't filed none of my quarterly taxes yet.
yeah, like let's give a little background for people that are just tuning in. So like it was you're trying to file your taxes for 2021, and
Right.
your
And I'm
CPA
also
you
trying to
hired a
pay,
CPA,
yeah,
and you're trying to pay back taxes, which is aside from the point, but
and do my quarterly taxes for this year so
and
far.
do your quarterly.
Right. So,
So
like, it's been a nightmare.
so you've been
I've been,
ghosted by
yeah, and
by the
she's,
CPA you
yeah,
hired.
right. She literally won't answer my calls or text messages. So I got on Google and I Googled everywhere near me and I called all of them, and none of them are accepting new clients right now. So finally, I got on 1-800 accountants. First day I tried to do it, it didn't even go through. Like, I set 2 calls up, nobody called me. So today I got on there and I talked to the virtual assistant. Got the
Okay.
accountant call set up. Talked to someone this morning. Of course, they're trying to sell me like a more expensive package, like
Of course.
$3,000 for basic accounting fees. And I'm just like, look, man. I mean,
What?
be honest with you, like, I can't afford that. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting that to be the figure that they were
Yeah.
going to spit out. You know what I mean? And my ghosting accountant was only charging me $50 to do my taxes. So 3,000 was
Huh.
like a gut punch. But I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? We're gonna have to pass on that. So what's the cheapest I can get? So they said 445 for quarterly taxes. So I did that. So at least I'll be able to get caught up on my quarterly taxes. And then later on down the line, I guess I'll figure it out. But still, it's crazy, dude. Just to get my taxes paid, man. Like, that's like going to H&R Block and having some $500-$600 tax fee to, So if
Yeah.
anybody's got any, I guess I need to learn how to do my own taxes, huh?
Well, here's the thing. I think once you get, and again, I am not a tax professional, so anyone
Right.
listening to this, don't heed my advice, please. But I think once you get all the dust settled from last year and previous years,
Mm-hmm.
moving forward, I feel like you, especially because you're very structured, like the way
Yeah.
that you run your business is very structured,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to do your quarterly taxes by yourself with a
Yeah.
little homework. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a little
I'm
homework.
definitely going to work towards that, because if I could save myself, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the 445 was for the whole year. So that's all 4
Okay.
quarterly taxes done for
Okay,
me. But
that
still,
makes more sense
yeah.
because shoot, I mean, you're probably paying that in quarterly taxes alone with
Right.
that
Yeah.
amount,
Easily.
like
Easily.
easily,
Like right
you
now, I'm
know,
at like $10,000 for the quarter. So,
that you owe.
yeah. On
Wow.
Well, no, that's
Okay.
not for this quarter. That's for the first 2 quarters. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a little more sense. Yeah.
Zach
That
said, "Let
makes
me
more
see
sense.
what I can do for you, Brody. I will check if we can get someone in. I want to help you out. It'd sure be nice, bud. I've
Dude,
already paid them for this year, but I mean, if anything, I can use them next year."
well, even if you can get first of all, I just love that we have a community like this that can come through on just whatever level of reselling and
Mhm.
problems that we come across. So I love that. But also, I think that even just talking to a CPA,
Right.
would help you going forward. Because like I got super lucky. My friend Chris,
Mhm.
he's been doing taxes for quite a long time now, but he didn't really know much about reselling tax. Like
Right.
people who do reselling for a living. And he did a little homework. We got together for some lunch, and he taught me a lot. And I really did think that like I was going to just be like, here's all my stuff, do it for me, tell me what it costs, and I'll write you a check or whatever.
Right.
Like I was just ready to like hand it all over. And once I talked to him and sort of just dumbed everything down, and also used a online platform. I used Free Tax USA, I think, something like that. Came highly recommended on Reddit, but went through that and like it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
So you did your own taxes?
I did. But moving forward, I think we've talked about this before, but like Zesty and I are going to be married in coming 2023. So with her, all her stuff going on with her company and the stuff that she gets through her company, and then all my stuff, it's going to be a whole different thing. So we're 110% going to use a CPA. But in your case, I think it would be super beneficial to at least be able to sit down and talk to a CPA or have access to a CPA.
I have access to a CPA in the Reseller Nirvana mentorship that I'm in.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's like $50 for an hour of like consultation from her.
That's like
I got an hour for free from her, and they do an accounting call every 2 weeks. Okay. And I'm pretty sure if I went back and listened to all the hours of tax accounting like information that's provided in that group, I'd be able to figure it out. You know what I mean? Or at least be able to figure some things out. But for me to just get someone to help me like through it, like one-on-one, like I might as well just pay for the whole year like I've done. But it's something to be more prepared about. No, I haven't checked out Jenna Wyatt Rewild Reselling's wife. I don't even know who that is, but thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah, that's a good recommendation. I mean, I feel like there's definitely plenty of resources even just in the reselling community that would be willing to help you for sure.
Right. Julian said he does his QuickBooks self-employed. It's pretty good. See, I started out with QuickBooks, right? And I had my bank account and everything linked to it. And then I don't know what happened to it, man. I stopped using the software or something got messed up, but I even got an email today saying that I needed to update something. But since I already use a different spreadsheet, and this was after I paid for 1-800-Accountants, so there's no need for me to go back in it now. But it's so weird that he comes in here and says QuickBooks, because I literally got an email from them today about that.
I would pursue that further but you already paid for all 4 quarters. So you kind of almost might as well just utilize that since you already paid for it. Yeah. But I mean, I think QuickBooks there's a reason why they're sort of the leading software, for self-employed people.
Right.
So Bearded Thrift is probably on the money with that for sure.
Julian, he's real, like, if you ever watch any of his videos, like he breaks down his videos or his finances, like even to what he makes in an hour from one haul. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
So like all the stuff that he buys in one video, to get it all listed and everything, he'll tell you what he's going to make off it, what he spent on it, how much it costs him an hour to do everything. And that it's like really broken down. So like the man knows his stuff.
No, that's awesome. I love that. I love
and
that.
By the
so
way,
if you
thanks
guys
for popping in, Julian. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Bearded Thrift Machine,
dude, he's huge. Everybody knows who he is. I don't know how many subscribers he's got right now, but it's like 30K.
Honestly, like I need to set aside more time to watch more channels. I've been slack even on some of the channels that really inspired us. I've been slacking on.
I just don't have the time to watch it anymore. Honestly.
Dude, it takes up a lot of time. It does.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
does. I'm also addicted to The Wire, so there's that too.
Nice.
So
Julian's at 42K, so yeah, that's how far behind I am. Last time I saw he was at 25,000. So
that's awesome.
I'm super behind.
Heck yeah.
Big shout out to Julian, man. I appreciate the support, bro. The Wire though, what made you get into watching that?
It's just been on the bucket list for a while. It's one of those HBO shows that's. Yeah. I mean, how many awards did that show win? For real,
a lot. It's just surprising because of the type of content that it is. You know what I mean?
Well, it made total sense why it was an HBO show. Like, you look at other dramas on HBO, at least that I really liked,
Mhm.
like Oz or Sopranos. Like
Yeah,
it very much
it falls in line
better
with
than
it.
those shows. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, The Wire is wow,
So what
really
are you
good.
watching it on?
What do you mean?
Like, are you
Like what
streaming it on a
platform?
service, or do you
Oh,
have
oh
like the
yeah, yeah,
DVD
yeah.
set or something?
No, HBO Max, which I
Oh, okay.
got for free because we got fiber internet. I was like, all right,
Oh, okay.
like that
Nice.
works, you know. I mean, because I think HBO Max was just always one of those things I think we always meant to get, and it
Right.
was sort of like, oh, you're giving this to us for free for something that we
Yeah.
already want, so
Yeah.
thanks.
Nice. So what they call that, a double whammy?
Exactly,
Yeah. What's
Hillary,
up,
you are not
Hillary? Thanks
late.
for coming in.
You are not late. But we will take $5 PayPal to both me and Marcus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take 10.
Okay. Okay. Don't push your luck.
So yeah, man. I got my dryer fixed today. $220.
Hey. Nice.
But
That feels good.
at the end
Well,
of
I
the
mean,
day,
it's got to feel good for a clothing reseller to have a working
it
dryer
does,
again.
right? And this is the thing, right? I was wasting about 5, 6 hours a week minimum,
Mm,
minimum, going and washing clothes or drying clothes at the laundromat, right?
right.
So instead of me like getting to go to the gym for an hour that day, I'd have to go sit at the laundromat, or
Right.
you know what I mean. And it
Right.
depended on how thick the items were that I was drying, or like how much I washed that day, how long I stayed at the laundromat, and then
Right.
the laundromat in my like the one that's like literally right at the corner of my street, out of 30 dryers, 18 of them were shut down. So you got a whole city, neighborhood, little area trying to
What?
use the remainder of the dryers. And it was a cluster, dude. So they were in there
That's
fixing 3 of them yesterday. But I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm getting my dryer fixed. I'm writing it off because Scott Fisher said that he had just gotten a brand new dryer. And he
yeah.
was writing it off. I was like, man, you know what? I'm not doing this because my ex, I broke her dryer too, washing clothes. And
Oh no.
she's like, "Can you come over here and take the top off the dryer?" And I'm like, "For what?" I was like, "Just call the repairman. I'll pay the bill." And she tinkered around with something. She texted me back. She's like, "It's working." And I'm like, "Whew, thank you." So I was like, "Let me go and get my dryer fixed since I was going to fix hers." So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I took the plunge and fixed mine one time, but like it was kind of a pain in the butt. It was,
Yeah.
you
My
know.
other ex also fixed her dryer recently. And she's like, yeah, it was a severe pain. And she had to hold the barrel up while inside of it in
Oh
the dark,
no.
trying to screw things back in. And she's like, I got it done, but I'll never do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But
no,
yeah,
I'm
definitely
glad that
have
you
been.
also
She said, Hillary said, I've been an electronics killer lately. Yeah. I broke my Rollo somehow, but it started working again. So, big shout out to the Rollo. I do have a backup printer just in case. And I was going to return it, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just hang on to this because Tech and Sports and Daily Refinement recommend having 2 of everything. So 2 laptops, 2 thermal printers, 2 office chairs to sit in because Tech and Sports has the IKEA office chair. It broke one day and his desk, the seat, well, the seat was down maybe a foot too low. It threw off his whole day. He's like, so now I got two office chairs. I got one
I,
sitting in the
I'm
box waiting to be assembled.
I'm gonna say this right now. If you spend a considerable amount of time in a chair, whether that
Yeah.
be a computer chair or a piano, but
Mhm.
whatever that may be, spend the money.
Right.
Spend the money. Like I
Yeah.
tell you what, I use like a cheaper gamer chair, like just like a
Yeah.
typical Amazon special for the longest
Right.
time. And like I'd be streaming like 3-4 nights or 3-4 hours a night, like often every week.
Yeah.
And man, I swear the back pain that thing gave me was
Really.
terrible. But like this right here, what I'm sitting on is like it's a
Mhm.
mid tier, like it's not a Miller, but it's
Don't know what
definitely
that is.
nicer. And well, Herman Miller are like $800-900 chairs. Like they
Okay.
are the creme de la creme of office
All
chairs.
right.
But I got this. It's like a mid tier chair, and it changed my life. So
Nice.
I can't recommend it enough. You probably don't need to buy 2 of these, but you know,
I got a cheap office chair from the 80s or the 70s, maybe even. I paid $1 for it from the thrift store. It's what I use.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm
Well,
also not sitting in it very
yeah,
often.
you're standing a lot, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And then when I do list, I sit on my couch and do it, which sucks because I'm doing it on my coffee table that's in front of me, so I'm kind of hunched over.
You're
So I
hunched,
really need to
yeah.
get a whole setup. Like I've just applied for an apartment complex.
Nice.
I told them about that. Well, they actually go to my church, so that's the good part about it. They know my criminal history. They're not
Yeah.
judgmental. They're like, we're all about second chances. I'm like,
Right.
how am I ever supposed to get anywhere in life if no one takes a chance on me? So I
Right.
think I'm going to get the apartment. I'm just going to put my office and everything in there and just probably start listing back out of there. I really don't know how it's going to be set up because it's a 1 bedroom. So I got to figure
Gotcha.
it out as I get in there. But at least if anything, I can put a desk and everything in the corner and at least list from the crib instead of like
Yeah.
doing it on a couch on a low coffee table.
Well, I mean, like you have enough space to put your picture board set up in your storage unit? Do you
Yeah,
not
it
have
is.
enough room?
Everything's set up in my storage unit. I got my board and my desk and my listing, or not my listing, but all my shipping supplies and everything.
Yeah.
Everything's all set up. It was set up for me to list and ship out of the storage unit, but the Wi-Fi on my phone
Oh,
sucks.
that's right. That yeah,
So
we
yeah,
a little background on that for people that are just now listening to this. Yeah, Marcus is trying to sort the Wi-Fi situation in his storage
right.
unit
And
so
I
he can
even
do
paid for
everything.
more gigabytes on my phone. I've got tons of data. It's just still it's slow uploading the
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
So
It's
it
just
turned out to not be worth it.
yeah, just hotspot crappiness, I mean, it's hard to
Right.
avoid, It really
Hillary
is.
said she has a cheap gaming chair right now, and it's already broken. Need to get a nice one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought somebody a gaming chair. It was like $60 on Amazon, and it broke like 3 days later. Julian said I got my chair from Goodwill. It was a $250 chair marked as broken for $20. They had it put together wrong. Nice. That's
No,
the
that's
dub.
a score.
Is that
No,
the one that's in your videos, Julian? So it looks pretty
real
nice from what I've
real
seen.
talk though, I have seen people thrift Herman Miller chairs,
Yeah.
like legitimate eight to $900 chairs from the thrift. So,
Nice. Yeah, definitely
it's
fingers
anything's
crossed,
possible.
Hillary. I seen
Yeah,
a nice
anything's
couple of nice gaming chairs at yard sales, and even I saw one right after I had bought the crappy $1 chair at the thrift store. I went back to the thrift store, the same one, like 3 days later, and they had a gaming chair in there for yeah, okay, Julian, that's I definitely know which one you're talking about. That's a sweet looking chair. So yeah, I went in there and they had a gaming chair in there. I was like, man, I don't even have space in my car for that right now. So I just passed on it. It was $40, but it had to be better than that freaking crappy chair I have.
I mean, it probably would have been. It probably would have been. My
It is what it is, though.
my listing spot really sucks because it's like it has a slight incline where it is.
Yeah.
So even if I put a nice chair that can roll, I'm just going to constantly be rolling back, and
Yeah, this chair doesn't
that's
even roll, dude. Like,
I mean, mine doesn't
it's
either
one of
down
the
there.
chairs that have like the one like unileg. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like, it's
yeah.
definitely old school, bro.
Oh yeah, mine's old school downstairs too. Like I'll have to send you a
Oh,
picture of it sometime. I'm sure we have chairs from the same era. I
same
also
era.
I wanted to mention really quick though.
Yeah.
Speaking of electronics and killing electronics, I hope this doesn't happen. But I got an Apple II computer from a garage sale. We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
I found out that it didn't have a power cord. So I ordered
Yeah.
a power cord for $30, and I'm really, really hoping that this thing is
Oh man.
not broken, because if it's not, it's going to be my highest priced item I've ever had on
Ever?
eBay. Ever.
Nice. So
Ever.
when do you get the cord in?
It just shipped yesterday, so
Okay.
we'll see.
So now you're just gonna be anxious until it arrives.
Yes. Well, here's the caveat. Like even for parts, because the Apple II is so iconic, it'll still sell for like 150 to 200 for parts.
That's not bad. How much did you pay for it?
$5.
Oh yeah, that's a dub. Definitely.
Yeah, like
So yeah, you're winning either way it
and
goes.
even more than double that if it works.
Right.
So I'm really really hoping that
So
no smoke billows out from it, or anything, or
right, no sparkles and popples and crackles and yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
man, that's what's up, man. I hope it works.
yeah.
$30 is a lot for a power cord, but I guess for what it is, it makes sense.
You know what? I'm gonna take the gamble. I'm rolling the dice on 35 bucks total.
Yeah,
So I mean, worst comes to worst, I throw it in with the bundle. It makes it a little more enticing for somebody to buy. I don't know,
yeah.
whatever.
Or you could
But
just return and get your money back, and then still
yeah,
sell parts for parts only.
yeah, yeah. Or just resell it.
Uh,
just
your boy
I
said, "What do you think of Amazon FBA? What do you think of Amazon FBA, Navier?"
honestly, it's something that I have been slacking on hugely, especially for video games. I
Mhm.
know that there are other content creators, resellers that will go and buy video games even at close to retail, and they'll
Yeah,
turn around and sell stuff on Amazon FBA.
right. So,
Because
are you approved to sell on Amazon?
nope, but Zesty is. I have
Okay,
not personally taken the dive. Zesty has
me
sold
neither.
2 books. I'm so proud of
Nice. Woo, woo.
her. She sold 2 books just from stuff that she had, and she didn't want to sell it for pennies to half price books. Um,
So, who all in the chat is approved to sell on
yeah, yeah. I mean, if
Amazon?
you guys are, please let
I'm
us
not.
know what you think.
I'm exclusively eBay. Uh, but Amazon is a whole nother beast, man. And I feel like it's a high capital game to get into. You need a lot of capital to be able to invest in a lot of inventory. And then if it doesn't sell, very fast, that's high investment, immediately off the top with not as much profit margins as used. So that's why I chose the eBay. And plus,
Yeah,
you gotta have an EIN or at least business account set up and all that stuff to do
right.
Amazon, and I didn't have none of that.
Yeah, you won't
So
get an EIN until you get an LLC, so
yeah,
you're already looking at either someone or how to set up an LLC yourself and can do it for very
yeah,
cheaply, or you're $500 out of the hole for an LLC setup and
right.
blah 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 blah.
I set my
But
last LLC up for 250, but even still,
really,
it's still
that's pretty
250.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty
I
good.
don't, I don't know if I just did it at the city of Cape Girardeau, just
Yeah,
did it online. But I know
yeah,
the first LLC I got, it cost me about $800, but I did it through LegalZoom.
yeah. LegalZoom was
You
like
know,
huge there for a while. I don't know if they
yeah.
still are. Are they?
I
Are
mean,
they
they're
still
still
like kind of
there.
the?
I don't know because I don't watch regular TV to see commercials anymore. But I know they're still
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
I see their ads on YouTube from time to time.
Gotcha. Well,
But
yeah, I'm not. I feel like they were like on average $500 to set one up, so that's where I based my number off of. But I don't know if
it's a
they've.
lot more affordable if you do it yourself, or like
Oh
if
no,
you
one
go
hundred
to the
percent.
bank even and set one up, it's like $150 or something like. I don't know, man. It just
Yeah.
depends on I think what city you're registering into, not just
Yeah,
even the state,
probably.
but
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like the city as well.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say just really quick. I very fortunately have a friend who's a business lawyer, so he was.
Okay,
I just, hey bud, you got time? I know you're busy.
right, yeah,
Can you hook me
that's real
up?
convenient.
And he walked
Definitely,
me through.
definitely a
He
plus.
walked me through the steps, and like, I feel like I probably could have navigated it if I would have done some deep homework. But there were
Right,
some parts of the process I was kind of like, I have no idea what to put here, and
yeah.
he knew, he so I don't know.
Well, that's kind of
Anyway,
how I felt on the phone with the lady from 1-800 Accountants today. I was like,
yeah,
you're kind of overwhelming me. You're overwhelming me with all this terminology that I don't really know about. I said, how about we
yeah,
just go with this for now, and we'll do all that stuff later. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, that's kind of again like I feel like once the dust settles from any past dues and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
once you get a couple quarterly payments under your belt,
Yeah,
and you do set up something like QuickBooks or whatever, like the way you have it structured, and then the way that you'll be able to find out information ahead of time before your next quarterly payment or whatever,
yeah.
like you'll or once
That's
let me take this back, like once you do it one time yourself, you're gonna learn a ton,
right, right.
so
Kevin, what's going on, man? Happy belated birthday, my friend.
I
Uh,
love the name.
hope you're doing okay.
I love
Picking
the
it
name.
too. He's from St. Louis.
Oh, awesome, I
Yeah.
love that.
So, Kevin, I'm sure you don't know this, but Nabiar here is from St. Louis as well, as am I. So yeah, he stays on the south side, and Kevin stays on the north side, I believe, or North County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know some thrift stores out that way. There's
Yep.
some good honey holes out there.
Yeah,
There's some
definitely.
good honey holes.
Hillary says she's registered as a sole proprietor with her state and has a DBA,
Oh yeah.
new social security number. See, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing right now. And
Yeah.
they're all on their on 1-800 accountants trying to get me to do a LLC today. I was like, let's just keep it sole proprietor for right now, and we'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
Understand? Yeah, no
I
problem.
wish I could
Same
speak
plate.
more on how much being incorporated would help your situation as a reseller. I really wish I knew, because again, I am not a tax professional, but since your reselling business is very cut and dry, like
Mhm.
you source basically from like two places,
Yep.
you know, and you sell on one platform, and
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
you don't do any consignment, you don't do XY, you are just
Nope.
bing bam boom out
Yep.
the door. I feel like you should be able to tackle your taxes yourself once you get a little experience on your belt,
Right.
So
Hillary says she's planning on getting an LLC eventually
okay,
as
yeah,
my Etsy business grows.
that's
Okay, that
probably a
makes
good idea.
sense. Yeah,
Probably a good idea.
and I told the lady, I was like, look, I'm about to be monetized on YouTube, but I won't be making any significant cash there for quite some time. I mean, unless for some strange reason the algorithm like blows me up, I don't really foresee YouTube being a viable source of income for a little while, honestly, at least a
But
year or two.
but even still,
Yeah,
it gets more complicated when you're trying to pay to pay people. Like when you
right.
get an employee, you're very obviously going to have more than a sole proprietorship going. So,
Yeah,
but
of
I
course.
honestly think like what you have right now, like you're fine. You'll
I'm gonna try to rock it solo for as long as I can, honestly,
yeah,
bro. Like I
yeah.
feel like with just being a single person right now, and I can do 100K a year, minimum. I don't see why, I can't try to push the limits as far as I can on
Yes.
that to at least see what my system can handle as far
Yes.
as procedures, and then I'll test the limits for a little bit and get everything fine tuned, and then I'll think about hiring somebody. But as for now, I can barely do 35 listings a day, so nonetheless talking about some hiring somebody to do something with me.
Right, exactly. Like talk about incorporating when you get to that level. Right
Exactly.
now you're sounds like you should be okay.
Yeah.
Also,
YouTube can be candy money, yeah, eventually.
Candy. I like that.
yeah,
Oh, he said Spanish Lake. I know where Spanish Lake is. Yep,
yeah,
up there on
definitely.
the north side. Yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah.
closer.
Bell Fountain,
Yep,
Spanish Lake. Yep.
yep. And then just like James, my born reseller, he's in Maryland Heights. I was trying
Okay,
to
yeah.
get him on the show, man. He wasn't feeling so hot the last couple of days, man. He had some pain going on.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm doing
I
fine.
actually grew up in Overland / St.
Yeah,
Anne.
I used to run around in Overland momentarily, man. I got in a bunch. Well, not I didn't get in any trouble, but I was up to no good out there. That's what I'm saying.
Somewhere
Yeah,
in between trouble and up to no good.
yeah. It was definitely up to no good. That's for sure. But that's the old me, so it is what it is. So who's feeling the summer slowdown, man? Are you feeling it yet?
uh, you know, a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's
How was
gonna
your
happen.
weekend
Just
sales?
really good, really
That's
good.
good.
I was not surprised, I guess, because people do tend to shop a little bit more on Memorial Day weekend. They're looking for
Oh no,
sales, they're
man.
looking for deals.
I was down actually. I was
You were
down
down?
about 20 sales over the weekend.
Wow,
But
wow,
I seen a lot of posts where people were like super up though. So,
yeah,
I think it's one of those things, man. It just is what it is.
yeah. It wasn't until today. Today I really slowed down. Today I only had two sales, but I sold. I was actually going to ask you. I think we should make this a regular thing in the show too, that we can ask each other and ask chat.
Mhm.
But like, what was a sale this week that surprised you? What
This
like?
week,
Yeah.
I had one person buy 7 items from me.
Okay.
Uh,
But like no one individual thing.
no, I haven't sold like a grand slam home run type of item in a
I
while
mean,
since I'm just doing clothing.
it doesn't have to be a grand slam either. Like mine this week was something that I sold today, and it was a Tyco RC car from the 90s.
Dude, I
Like,
remember those.
yeah, I mean
I
they
used
were
to love those when I
super
was a kid, man.
super common from the 90s. I'll show you guys a picture. Can we do screen share on StreamYard? Does
Yeah.
that happen? Okay, well, I'll be more prepared next time. But this is it right here. Um but yeah, let's see if we can get
Let me
a
blow you up.
okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it says
Nice.
Bandit
Yeah, I've
on
seen
the
that on your
side.
Instagram actually.
And dude, did you see how dusty it was?
Yeah.
It was super
It was
dusty,
still fire
and I
though.
was honestly, it was just at the point where I was just like, I can't find exact comps for this thing, but I know that there's other Tyco cars that have sold from that
Yeah.
era, and so I just left it dusty. I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it out because, well, it also didn't have a controller, so I was like, I don't know if that hurts it or not. But dude, it
A little bit.
sold a day later. Sold a day later for full asking price plus $8 in shipping. Like, I was
Nice.
just over the moon. Like, this is something I pulled out of the bins on a whim.
That's
So
what's up.
I
So you
love
didn't
when.
test it or nothing since it didn't have a
Oh
remote,
no,
huh?
it had
How much did you sell it for?
clean battery tray, and sold for $39. So
That's what's
like,
up, man.
I was happy. I was happy.
So Bo said 75 items, $75. What I'm not exactly
Wait,
sure
what?
what you mean by that. Can you elaborate some, my guy? Kevin said his sales are really slow. That sucks,
Really
man.
slow, man. I had a
Uh,
great weekend. I don't know.
sole proprietor. Yeah, I am sole proprietor right now. I don't plan on doing anything extra until it's necessary. I've
Yeah, I
finally been
mean,
listing consistently, so my sales are great. That's what's up. Bo
yeah, and
says
Hillary also
19 sales
said,
at the moment. Kevin's been
okay.
sole proprietor for 14 years. That's what's up. Yeah, I guess there's no need to go anything more than that unless you're like incorporated.
Yeah, I mean, what Hillary said, to elaborate, is an LLC is only necessary to protect your personal assets if there's liability issue. That is very true, but
Yeah.
also it creates a way to easily pay A, yourself, and B, your employees. Or so like if Zesty and I, when we get to the point where there's multiple streams of income, we
Mhm.
will probably incorporate, so then that way, especially when Zesty quits her job eventually, we will be paying
Right.
ourselves through the company, so we will have to be incorporated then.
That makes
So,
sense.
it,
If it
it's a
flips,
good
it
way
ships.
to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you
Oh
off.
no, you're fine. You're fine. I was just say it's a good way to like aggregate all of your income streams under one umbrella. You
That
know.
makes sense though too. Yeah.
So yeah,
What's up? What's going on, buddy?
if it
Uh,
flips, it
it
ships
says welcome.
one.
Julian says I sold a wedding dress. Never thought it would sell. How much did you sell it for, Julian?
Hey,
I've
and
never
also,
sold a
where'd you?
wedding dress. They intimidate me because I wouldn't know how to list it. I don't know what the proper
Yeah,
measurements needed are, And
no,
I've come
that's
across 2 wedding dresses at the bins in the box they came in, and I was like, I don't want no parts of it.
bro. Didn't you come across one on an episode? I think you did.
Possibly. I know.
I feel like
My
it
ex came
was.
across one too.
I feel
Somebody
like it was like
gave
a
her one.
really
Like,
early
here,
video.
it might have been, man. I don't know. I've got like 30 bins videos now, so I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
I
but
remember
no,
that
I
Tyco
get
from
it.
back in the day.
I get it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I totally get it. I mean, I would be very intimidated to sell a wedding dress too.
Yeah, man.
I'm curious, Julian. Where did you get it from? And also, you sold it for $220.
That's what's
Yo,
up.
that's
220 plus
that's what's
shipping.
up, man. That's
What's up,
awesome.
Roy? Appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. Shay, MD Picker, what's going on, girl?
Hello, hello. Man, Marcus knows
220.
everybody by their first names, and I love that.
I
I
try to,
like.
man. They're all my friends. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean,
Mhm.
whenever I was live streaming on Twitch, like I made it a point to try to get everyone's first names, and it's been a lot
Yeah.
harder on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know.
Uh, if I don't know your first name, then I can't call you by your first name. But if someone's told me their first name, usually I can remember it. I might have to
Yeah,
ask. It is weird because in person I'll forget your name quick, but I'll remember your face. You know what I
that's
mean?
funny.
So I don't know how I remember it on YouTube. Julian, did you sell Kayla's wedding dress? Was Kayla selling a wedding dress? She probably was. Runaway Brides.
The most amazing wedding dress I've seen listed on eBay was being modeled by a burly tattooed guy who was selling it because his fiance left him. He sold it for over $10,000. Listen, I'm sure that was a very emotional buy for somebody, just like trying to hype that dude up because his fiance left him.
Right.
But I also love the fact that he was confident enough to sell it that way. So good for them. Good for them.
Shay said knowing names is key. Definitely. I think it helps build relationships.
It does. It does.
Julian said it's his wife's. We just got married and we decided we didn't want to keep it and could flip it. Dude, I guess that makes sense because you're not going to get remarried. You know what I mean? And how long have you been married, man? This must have just been recent because I could have sworn Kayla was just your girlfriend just a few months ago. So, man, I'm so behind. I'm sorry, bro. I'm pretty sure I should know this.
Well, I mean, it goes back to the whole thing of like the best place to find stuff to start flipping, or at least if you don't have a death pile worth of thing, is just go around the house. You know, start looking around the house.
and that's what that's what I did, man. Honestly, I start selling all the stuff that I didn't use anymore after investing like $5,000 on hype sneakers and like pretty much losing half of it. Not knowing what I was doing. I was like, forget this. I'm not doing that again. So I just started learning with stuff that was laying around.
Yeah, absolutely. I could probably go downstairs, probably find like at least 4 or 5 things that would make me at least a couple $100 right now that I'm probably not using.
I probably sold most of everything that I own just because, I'm not as materialistic as I used to be.
I think that just comes with age.
I think it does too. But I think it also comes with knowing that if I'm patient enough, I can find what I want thrifting or at a yard sale now too.
Yeah.
I've come across some really good stuff out yard selling. Usually, even though it's my size, I still sell it anyway. And I'm like, I'll just find it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I have been kind of like swapping out my wardrobe as I go along and selling what I used to have and incorporating it with new stuff, and then I'll just sell that in a couple of months. I might as well get a fresh new wardrobe out of this.
No,
Speaking
for
of
sure.
names, I'm Tiffany. Only Bama, Pickens, and Grannon calls me by my real name. Okay, well, do you want us to call you by your real name? Because
that's a valid question.
I'll call you Tiffany if you like.
Well, I think it's like some people are just weird about being called their real name on the internet, and that's okay. Like, I think that's a very valid thing.
And I get it. Like, you go by Nabiar, but I call you Ray all the time.
I really don't care.
My channel is called Dixon's Pickens, but Dixon is my last name, and then it rhymes with Pickens. But that's why I introduce myself in my video like, "Hi, my name's Marcus. Welcome back to another video," because I want everyone to call me Marcus. You know what I mean? Right. That's my name. So
right.
It's been a couple months. I'm sorry, Julian. I'm the worst subscriber ever. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll send you.
I think that's Listen, Julian. If you haven't been on your honeymoon yet, that sounds like honeymoon money to me. So
yeah.
Or at least pay off the credit card.
Through my items in the basement and made some good flips on things I just didn't need or have room for anymore. I know you guys got some stuff, Zach, because I came to your yard sale and cleaned up, and I made a decent amount of money off that stuff. I made a lot of money off. He gave me free stuff that was worth money, dude. Like, I got some stuff for you, bro. And then somebody stole a North Face hoodie he gave me. Oh, no, it was a North Face jacket.
What?
Well, because I left it in a pile in the garage and went through the house to go find other stuff, and I come out and somebody had pilfered through my pile.
Dang.
It is what it is. And it happens all the time. It happened to me in an estate sale. Somebody got a portable battery charger for like your car. I had that sitting in a pile. Somebody took that and they took something else. I can't even remember what it was. I've been trying to sell an alligator free shipping. Nobody wants it. Ain't nobody wanting that.
Wait, does it do
Unless
tricks?
It's like a plush alligator or a toy, you know what I mean?
Yo, if I can charge $5 entry and it does tricks,
right. Yeah. Either is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna call you Tiffany from here on out.
I kind of like the name Gibby, so I'm gonna just say Gibby.
What's the meaning
Is that
behind the
okay?
name Gibby? Gibby's girls. Who's Gibby?
Yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah.
Gibby
Wait, no,
Gibby
she
your
just said,
dad
or
or your
they
uncle or
just, yeah,
something?
no, she just said, Gibby is my hubby's nickname, so it's,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
okay, yeah, so it's
Makes sense.
her, and I guess, wait, we're kind of prying here, but is that, do you have a daughter or daughters?
Yeah.
Is that why?
Gibby is my husband's nickname.
I'm assuming
That's
that's why.
so strange to be called it myself. Okay. Well, you named your channel that, so I guess people are going to think that that's your name first,
Oh,
impression. But so like it makes sense though to
yeah,
be kind of
now I
weird.
see, now I'm looking at the picture in her icon, and it's, I'm assuming her and her daughter or
See, I've tried to see what the
somebody.
picture is and I can't see it.
I
It's
don't, I don't know.
I got the smallest monitor in the world.
Soon, Marcus, soon.
Yeah, soon. Uh, I remember that when someone stole it. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I almost cried. Next time I have a sale, I'll let you know. First dibs. Facts. I'm in. All in, bro.
Yo, I'll have the sale on the same day. You can come pick us too.
Oh man, it's too far away from each other, man.
Bro, I'm
Is
telling
it
you right now though, there is a big box of vintage clothing that really something needs to be done with it.
it's got
So
my name on it?
it could,
Dude,
it could.
I watched that video where you went to the church sale and got that bag of stuff. Did you see my comment? I'm like, yes, I'll take it.
Oh,
I
okay.
will
I
take
did not see that, but yes, I next Monday you're gonna be
Okay.
at the bins.
Because I got to give you all these video games and stuff.
Yes, yes. We're Marcus and I are gonna do a little trade ski, put it on a little episode. You guys will
Yeah,
see.
wow, right?
Well, we won't spoil it any more than that. Even though you
Zach
guys already
said,
saw
is
what I got.
a Loki variant alligator. Does Loki have an alligator? My daughter and I are Gibby's girls. That makes sense now.
See,
I'm
I
caught up.
called it. I called it. I called it.
I'm
Okay.
on the level. I'm picking up
So
what you're putting down.
we understand. We understand now.
Right. So he says, my problem is buying something and leaving it. One time I left a tote full of 90s tees and came back the next day and they saved it. They did, huh? Nice. They saved
Whoa.
it for him. That's pretty cool.
Dude, that's
There's
yeah.
a lady that bought a filing cabinet, right? The beginning of last yard sale season. She bought a filing cabinet at a yard sale that I was working at. It was a multi-family yard sale. It was like four of us. The filing cabinet's still in my office. Like it's still in my storage unit where my office is. So like they bought it and never came back for it.
Dang. Okay. Well, there's nothing you
Yeah,
can really
I
do
mean,
at
I
that
don't think they
point,
spent much for like $10 on it, but still, like you buy
Yeah,
something
but
and never come
still.
back for it, baller.
Speaking of offloading stuff, that we can't get through, or we don't want to take the time to list.
Right.
We need to have another garage sale, but the problem is I keep wanting to go to garage sales. So
Yeah,
how does that
yeah,
work?
I'm the same way.
I'm like, one more good garage sale, and I think we can clear out a decent chunk, and then just donate, or just, I don't know, maybe even make a post on Facebook and be like, hey, local resellers,
Yeah.
you want a shot at
See,
this or something?
I thought of that, man, but then I was like, you know what? The time it takes to make the post and then get ghosted by every person that wants to
Yeah.
so-called come meet up to buy it. I just donated it all, dude. I took like 250 items up to the thrift store, in multiple trips because my car is the tiniest clown car around. But
No
I
shame.
donated, dude, because number one, I don't want to put together the yard sale. I'd have to go get tables from somewhere because I don't have tables, which means I got to use my mom's truck to go get the tables because my
Yeah.
mom drives a bigger truck than I drive a car.
Right.
Got to do that. Got to find out where I'm getting the tables from. Then I got to assemble everything, sit out there and put up price tags on all that stuff. And then whatever doesn't sell, I got to pack back up and then put all the tables and everything back. Well, you know what? I'm not doing that because after I've done all that, I miss out on a whole day of yard selling myself.
Oh yeah.
Where I could buy stuff that's more valuable than the crap I'm trying to offload to somebody, to some
Right.
poor schmuck that's going to come along and buy this garbage that I've been trying to sell on eBay for a year now. So I'm like, man, let me just donate it. So I'm taking all this stuff up to the same thrift store that I bought it from. And they're like, you got a lot of nice stuff for it. I'm like, I got it from you guys. So like one of the items that I got from them was a GoPro head strap, right?
Oh
Where you
yeah.
strap your camera to your head. I
Yeah.
bought this thing for $1. You want to know how much they got it priced for now? $20.
What? I
$20,
was gonna
dude.
say like
I'm
8 or
like, dude,
9.
nobody's gonna buy that for $20. I had it on eBay for, I can't remember what I had it on there for, but it got discounted down all the way to $4 and still nobody bought it. So now you guys are
That's
trying to sell
funny.
it for $20? That's crazy.
That's funny.
Let's see. Okay, read that one already. Story of my life. Yeah,
It is.
set up at the 127. I don't think the 127 makes it to this area,
I don't think
but
it
we
does.
just had the 100-mile yard sale, and I got quite a bit of stuff there. But I was going to, because I had like hundreds and hundreds of pieces that my ex girlfriend was gonna post up and sell them for me, but hence ex girlfriend, she's not gonna post up and sell them for me no more. So I just donated them.
Yeah, I need to get on top of what big large yard sales are like that and when
There's
they
none in
are.
St. Louis, is there?
I thought there was at least one, right?
I don't know.
Right?
I'm
I
asking
think
you. I've
no,
never
I
been
could I
like
could have
yard selling
swore
like that in St. Louis.
I could have swore, or maybe it was the person that I was talking to, my buddy Derek. Maybe he was saying that he started in a different city. Maybe it was somewhere in
So
Illinois or something. But I could have swore that
Zach's,
they went through St. Louis. But
it
anyway,
might.
if you guys
Yeah,
know,
Zach. My mom's doing good. She's on her second truck. She had an F-150. Now she's got a Tacoma or a Tundra. Something. She's too small for it, man. She had to lift the little stair rail, the stair thing, step rail guard, whatever. See, that's how much I don't know about anything, dude. Like, I don't know what those things are called on a truck that you step
I
up
mean,
to get in.
yeah, I don't know, little
Yeah,
step up
all right,
guards.
good. I'm not
Yeah.
the only man that doesn't know anything about a truck. I don't feel bad now.
I mean, I don't. I like. I don't really see them on trucks that much, so I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the new trucks come with them, like the newer, like
Do they
flashy
really?
trucks. They like extend out when you open the door, and
Do
then
they
they draw
really?
back up when you close the door. Yeah.
I am way behind, man. I don't pay attention to, like, I don't really like new cars that much. I
Well,
like
I
stuff,
live down here in the country, dude, where everybody drives trucks, so I see them.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, but up in St. Louis, like it's a lot of cars. Like not down here, dude. Everybody drives pickup trucks because it's the
Right.
country and there's a lot of work being done with them.
Right.
Or
No,
you're
that
my
makes
mom
sense.
that's just the tiniest person in the world with Chihuahua complex, so you buy a truck that's entirely too big for you.
That's funny.
Let's just all get together and have a giant yard sale. I'll provide the tables. You ain't got no
Yo,
table.
bro, I'm in.
I'm
I'm
definitely
in.
down though. Commonwealth Picker has a new Facebook group where you can post and find 100-mile. Hold on. I had some thing pop up on my screen. 100-mile garage sales all over the country. Can't remember the name, so not very helpful. Not
No, that's
not
cool.
very helpful because this is information I wasn't aware of. So, you know, not
I'm
for
sure
nothing.
we will find
I
it.
don't know if I'm
I'm
joining
sure.
another. I'm not joining another Facebook group though, because like I joined Harry Tornado's Facebook group, and that's totally like, in my opinion, I'm not trying to talk bad on anybody, but it's totally not valuable at all to be a member of that group. I think it's more
Is it a
just for
is it a
people that
pay
are
for group?
fans. No, it's a free group. It's a Facebook group.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like
Well, I
there's
mean, if it's
some valuable posts in there, but for the most part, I don't get any value of being a member of that group whatsoever. But I
so
also
you're saying
never
that
get
you don't
on
want to put the
Facebook and
energy.
look at that group. Huh?
You don't want to put the energy into it, right? Like,
That's probably what it is because I already don't enjoy Facebook as a platform. So I
sure.
literally never get on there.
Yeah.
And then when I do get on there, I only get on there to go to the daily refinement mentorship group that I'm
Right.
in because
Which you
that's
pay
where
for.
a lot of the you're right, which I do pay for, but that's where I
Yeah.
get a lot of the value from because I'm paying to be a member of that group, and there's tons and tons of resources in there. Uh,
Okay,
yes,
garage
I
sale
do get you,
nation.
Zach, for sure. Garage Sale
I'll hold on.
Nation is
I'll try to get
Kevin's.
you guys the
That's the
link.
name of the Facebook group. I'll dig Commonwealth Picker though, so I'll probably check his out, man. I'll check it out. I might not follow, but I'll check it out. Uh, but that would be an interesting resource to find out if there is another 100-mile yard sale near us besides the one that goes through my city. Because I know there's some that go from like Ohio down to Kentucky, I think, which is close enough for me to like drive up over the weekend and check it out. I'd have to
Yeah.
do like the Osborne to Thrift rent me a Suburban and drive up there, fill the whole thing up, and then drive
Dude,
back.
I would be down to do that, man. That would be
Dude,
cool if
like,
we both did it and like made some
made some
content out of
content. And
that.
that's what Tim Osborne he was doing. He was driving out to Utah and thrifting of like over the weekend or whatever. He would fill the Suburban up, get all types of merchandise, dude, and then drive back. But he said that he did it one day where he just drove there, thrifted all day long, and then drove straight back. And he got more out of it that time instead of
Okay.
driving there, staying overnight, and going around town, which saved him a ton of money, which makes more
Oh yeah.
sense. You know,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
like me. I drove to St. Louis, rented a hotel room, and hit the bins both days. And I got less items in 2 days than I did in one day, just going all day.
Mm,
So it's weird,
yeah. That I mean, that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes though, but
right?
yeah, I
Sometimes it's
mean,
just like that though.
it is.
Like last week, I got a lot of since it was Monday and it was a holiday. There was like nobody there both rounds, dude, and I got so much stuff.
Oh, I
Like
love when that
I got
happens.
91 items the first trip, and it was
Nice.
crazy, dude. Hey, what we got
Nice.
going on here, man?
That was almost on
Oh,
point. We were at exactly an hour. So on that note, guys.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, man. We're gonna go ahead and hop off here, guys. What do you got coming up, man? You got a video tomorrow?
Uh actually, I promised everybody that we would do 2 live streams today, or not today, this week rather. So I
Okay.
might do a little live stream tonight, a little video game action, just hanging out.
Okay.
So if you guys are interested in just hanging out and gaming and talking about reselling or nostalgia nerd stuff, check out the channel if you're not subscribed. But otherwise, be on the lookout because I need to fix the PC that's downstairs near my listing station because
Is this
that's
the
what I
one I'm
stream
supposed to
on.
be buying?
What? Yeah. So good thing you didn't buy it. Well, I
All
mean,
right. Well,
fortunately, the part's like a $30 to $40 part, so it's not anything wild. But
right.
that's got to be done before we do some live streaming. So we'll see what happens.
Makes sense.
I'll keep everyone updated on Instagram or on YouTube or yeah. So just thank you, yeah,
Right.
for paying
Yeah,
attention.
and I got a video coming out at 7 in the morning.
Nice.
Other than that, man, same old, man. Next
Heck
week's
yeah.
podcast is going to be on Naviar's channel at Good Game Grab. So if you guys are not subscribed to his channel, which I'm sure you guys are, subscribe and catch us over there next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, thanks, guys, everyone that came out and hang out with us and spent some time with us. Really appreciate you guys' support, as always.
Yes, thank you
Catch you guys
guys.
next week.
Yes.
And everyone,